Tools and Twisties. Hey, we got a January Harbor Freight sale edition coming up. We're going to go over some of the sales that are going on right now. Focus primarily on hand tools. That's what this channel is about, and I can let you know what I think is maybe a buy and what is a skip. We also have the parking lot sale coming up. It's not a great parking lot sale. It's going to be January 12th for Inside Track and January 16th for everybody else. There's not a ton on it, but we're going to do a video on this shortly and talk about some of the things that are coming up. There's also one more day of the 15% off any item with basically no exclusions. Good opportunity if you're looking to pick up maybe a big icon cabinet or something that rarely goes on sale. But today we're going to focus primarily on the Inside Track and the Inside Track deals and the January coupon deals. I guess first up on the Inside Track deals are all the Icon G1 ratchets on sale. It's not a great sale. They're all on sale for like 16 to 30% off. We just had a sale on all Icon ratchets, including the G2, which in my opinion is a far, far better ratchet than the G1. I think the G1s are a skip, and at 16 to 30% off, they were just 40% off. So, you know, unless you need a ratchet now, I think it's a skip. Also, Harbor Freight is going to be releasing all the new Icon G2 ratchets over the next year, hopefully Q1 2026. And I think a lot of these are going to be replaced by the G2. So my guess is we're going to see a lot of Harbor Freight G1 ratchet sales in the next 6 months, you know, to blow out the old inventory of the G1s and replace it with the G2. Next up is the Icon combination wrench set, 14 piece on sale for 99 bucks, $20 off. It's a great wrench set. These are just some of them. They go 10 to 19. I really like them. They come in the anti-slip. Let's see. This may be the non-anti-slip one that they're advertising here for 99 bucks. The problem I have though is this is not a great deal. These were also on sale for 40% off very recently. So that's why I have the check and the X. Check mark because it's a good tool. X because not a great deal. By the way, in the background is 85-930. It is January in Colorado, and the weather has been glorious here, unless you're a skier or we're run a ski resort, in which case it's terrible. But yeah, I was out for a great drive today, and this thing's going to go under the knife soon. Be up on blocks for a lot of the winter. It's going to get a turbo upgrade, intercooler upgrade, suspension upgrade. It's fantastic the way it is. It is one of the most fun cars I own to drive, but we're going to make it even better. So up next is the some more Inside Track coupons. The Icon lights, 30 bucks. These are great. We've talked about them before. You know, it's 25% off. They've been on sale for a little bit more than that, but these are pretty cheap lights. They hold up pretty well. But, you know, sometimes they break. Some people complain they don't fold over, but, you know, whatever. It's a good light. I think this is also being replaced with a newer version of this light that will fold in both directions. So I expect to see these on sale a lot in the next 6 months as well, until they announce that new one. Also, the 1/2-inch impact in deep. We'll talk about that in a minute. The shallow set's on sale too. Chief bolt breakers. I don't know if you've ever used these before. They're pretty cool. $30, 25% off. I don't see these on sale a lot, so I think 25% off is a good deal. It's these here. And if you're not familiar with how these work, basically if you have an air hammer, which I realize is not a tool everybody's going to have. These are, by the way, US made. I think they're Mayew. So 30 bucks is for a pair of them. And this is just the 3/8 inch one, but this is the same exact one. They come under a couple different brand names, but Mayew and the Chief is the Harbor Freight brand. You can see it says Mayew on this one, but identical. I've seen the Harbor Freight ones, they're identical. Basically what you can do is you can chuck it up into an air hammer, and then you can put a wrench. It's got a little wrench section over there, open end wrench or box end wrench, and then you put your socket on the end there. And when you have a stubborn rusted bolt, you can basically apply air hammer force, you know, in and out to loosen up the bolt while you put this on the nut or the bolt that's stuck, while you can apply pressure, rotational pressure on the bolt. They're really good. You know, when you're stuck on something not coming off, and you're maybe limited to, you know, getting out the old oxyacetylene or something else, worried about stripping it. These are pretty useful tools. So 30 bucks for the pair of them, a good deal. So I think that's a buy. Chief, $29.99. Long pin punch set. I've had this set forever. It's a, you know, $7. 36% off, pretty good deal. I mean, they are not the highest quality pin punches in the world, but I've had these a long time in my toolbox and they work fine. You know, they're for pushing out roll pins or drift pins. They're not something you want to, you know, beat the crap out of. You know, I think that these are lifetime warranty. Yeah, it does say lifetime warranty there. So, you know, if you mushroom one or if you manage to damage one, you know, bring it in and get another one for $7. I think if you don't already have that tool, yeah, that's a yes. Okay, half-inch impact set. The deep and the shallow's on sale. $15, 25% off. That's these here. And I've had, you know, I have some quite high-end half-inch impacts. I have some Kokins. I have some Capris. But you know, I've had these Pittsburgh ones for years in my box. And they've gotten hammered on. I've never had a problem with them. I've never had one mushroom out. They fit well. I've never had to warranty one. So if you don't have any impact sockets, you know, for $15, I think it's kind of hard to go wrong. 25% off, pretty decent deal. Crowfoot set. I assume that most of you know how crowfoots work, but you can put it on the end of an extension. And then you can attach a ratchet to it or a breaker bar and use it sort of like as a, this is not an extension, but sort of drop down like that. And then you can put a ratchet on and get into places where you couldn't otherwise get. And these Icon ones are pretty nice. You know, it goes 10 to 19. This is an easy red organizer, magnetic organizer, but you know, pretty good. I have the Check X again because they're on sale for $50. It's only 16% discount. I mean, you know, you get the 15 or 20% discounts all the time. So buy it if you need it now. Otherwise, wait for maybe a better deal on them. Same with this Icon 1/4-inch general service set. You know, I've talked about these before in some of my other videos. They're decent. I got a couple of issues with. First of all, in this particular one, it's only $30 off, $120 price. These have been on sale for as much as 40% off. So not a great deal. And also, I don't like the fact it comes with the G1 ratchets. I just have a thing about G1 ratchets. Don't love them. And you buy this set, you get the ratchet with it, but it's the wrong ratchet. So I think if you really need a 1/4-inch general service set, it's SAE and metric, go for it. Otherwise, give it a miss. I haven't tried these Hardy gloves, but they look exactly like the ones I do use. So, you know, $3.50, I think I'm going to pick them up and give them a try. 36% off, pretty good deal. Snap ring pliers, $50, 31% off. You know, I got a question mark on this one because, quite honestly, I don't need 8 snap ring pliers. You know, I have a nice Knipex set, and I have some Wehas, and I have a couple others. I have one that, you know, you can put different size tips on. But these two take care of about 90% of what I ever need to do with snap rings, internal and external. And I don't know that I really have place to store either a blow mold case or an 8-piece set. But if you use a lot of snap rings, maybe if you use heavy, you know, more heavy duty equipment or farm equipment and you need some of these really big snap rings, you know, go for it. Self-adjusting wire strippers, $8. Pittsburgh. They make a Pittsburgh one, they make a Quinn one. I have neither. I have the vice grip version. I can say that they work great. They look identical in the picture. You know, I think that the patent probably ran out on these things and everybody started making them. But you can see down to the crimps and the hinges, it looks identical. So, you know, $8, 20% off. These will automatically strip wire. You put the wire in there, you give this a crank, and it just strips it right off. Easy. You don't have to adjust the size. So yeah, I've had these for years. They work great. If you've never used them, give them a try for $8. Doyle flush cutter, $7 on sale, 36% off. I don't know. I think, you know, the Doyle stuff's half of it's Chinese or Vietnamese, some of it's Taiwanese. But, you know, I have these Klein US made flush cuts. And I think we're in a much more than that, maybe 10 or 12 bucks. So, I'll take the Klein US made ones for a few dollars more over the Doyles. The Quinn 3/8 inch metric, I have an X on this one. It's only 25 bucks. If, for homeowner quality set, I'm sure it's fine. To maybe keep in your car, I'm sure it's fine. But I really like some of the Quinn tools. I like the Quinn sockets, but Quinn has a couple different levels of ratchets, and these are the crappy Quinn ratchets, and that's kind of what you're buying is the ratchet set. So that one's a miss. $45 for the Icon radiator pick set, 22% off. I have this one as a miss. You can buy these Astro two-piece pick set, which takes care of the big end of things. Really nicely made. These are $5 for the pair. So, 45 bucks, that gives you 40 bucks left over. And then there's the US made. These are not a US made tool. There's a couple Icon tools that are US made, not these. But you can get these Mayew pick sets. These are US made. And these are only like, I think 45 bucks, like the same price. And these are excellent, top quality. So I think that the Icon one is a miss. If you want to go cheap, get the Astros. They're more than serviceable. I mean, it's not a tool that you're going to put a tremendous amount of stress on. And if you want to get one of the best sets out there, get these Mayew Pro Grips, made in USA, easily snap-on quality, in my opinion, and very reasonably priced. Up next, we have the Pittsburgh ratchet. And I don't have this particular one here, but these Pittsburgh composite ratchets, for years I use these, for years. They are, they're metal inside, plastic on the outside. They're surprisingly smooth. They're nice when you're working in the cold. They're nice when you're working around electrical stuff. You're working on a battery or a fuse box. You don't want to worry about shorting something out with a handle. Pretty nice. I haven't used this particular one, but based on these, I would say that's a buy, 33% off, 10 bucks for a composite ratchet, lifetime warranty, break it, replace it. The Daytona jacks. Daytona makes a lot of jacks. I think this is the best one they offer. This is the long reach, low profile. So it goes up the highest, it will slide under the car the farthest, and it has a 3-ton capacity. 80 bucks off, so I don't know what percentage it is. That's more than 30% off, I think. Let's see, it's about 30% off. So I have a couple of these. I don't have them in the video today, but I think that's a buy if you didn't already buy one. I think they were recently on sale for 40% off, but 30% off is still pretty good. 17 bucks for a power meter. If you don't have a voltmeter, grab this. Everybody should have a voltmeter in their toolbox. And this is a question mark here, this Quinn breaker bar. Oh, by the way, I should have pointed out, we sort of skipped over from the inside track to the super coupons, I think, with this ratchet. So these are super coupons. These you'll need to bring in the coupon for, or have it on your phone or whatever. The inside track stuff you don't need a coupon for, but you do need, obviously, to be an inside track member. The super coupon for this Quinn breaker bar. I don't know. I mean, I'm tempted to pick one of these up. It's 20% off. See what it's like. See if it's junk or not. Lifetime warranty. But I like the fact that it's a collapsible breaker bar. I think it goes out to 40 inches when you expand it. So that might be something nice to keep in the car along with a 19 millimeter so that I can break lug nuts loose if I need to. So what else do we have? Yes, the giveaway for January is going to be a set of Knipex TwinGrips. Not this, you'll get a new pair, but the Knipex TwinGrips are great. In order to be entered for the giveaway, you need to basically comment and be a subscriber. Comment on any of the videos that mention the giveaway. We just gave away that Tecton pick set. If you go to the main page of the YouTube channel, you can see who won it, and he should have received it today. So maybe he can comment in the comment section if it came in, and what he thinks of his new Tecton pick set. And these Knipex TwinGrips are really nice. So that's it. January here in Colorado. Lots of Harbor Freight sales going on. They like to layer sales on top of sales on top of sales. We have another video that will be dropping soon to talk specifically about the parking lot sale. Let me know in the comments which of these tools you think you might be picking up, which ones you already have, which ones are junk, which ones are buy this, which ones are skip that. And that is it for today, Tools and Twisties, and we are out.